Hey folks, welcome back to the Corvette experience. Today's something different. We're going to figure out why the radio is not getting a signal. Ever wonder how that radio works, especially in a C2 Corvette? There's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of purposeful parts only dedicated to getting a signal. But as it stands now, I don't have any radio signal. You hear that, I get a lot of feedback. I'll take some footage of it, but the radio is redone. The speaker is a in-period speaker that was restored, and I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to put it up on a lift. Today should be something simple. We're going to figure out how to get the radio to get a signal and finally get some music in the car. No, I get it. No, you really don't need a radio in this type of car. In fact, you probably don't want one. The car itself is a good enough soundtrack, especially if you get a tuned exhaust like the N11 off-road or something even more aggressive like side pipes. But I still want to be able to hear something coming out of that radio, as I spent a lot of time and effort and money into getting that restored and in place correctly. So today, we're getting a radio signal. I know I get a lot of shaking out of this new mount that I got for the phone, but I'm trying to figure it out. I've got some softening on it and some dampening, and I've got it mounted differently. And I also have a different camera in the car, so we can get a couple different aspects, like all the cool YouTubers do. But it gives a good, trying to get a better representation of the ride in a couple different aspects, I guess. So I'm here, and I'm here. Today is a great day to get out. We're just about to transition into fall, and nights are getting cooler. Mornings with the sun are feeling a lot more comfortable. Humidity is down, and many of us that have these kind of cars, we're going to get out and enjoy the weather, as we've waited, especially if you live in our area, all winter, all spring, went through the summer enjoying it, but now these are the days that we really want to enjoy. I've got the spare tire box assembly off, which gives a lot more access to the antenna connection, which I think I've got an issue there. But the last time we had the car up, I also had an issue when I saw that there was a grounding strap that was old and broke. So we are going to add a brand new grounding strap as well. We'll talk a little bit about that, and talk about the shielding that is needed for the radio in this car to work. As most people know, this car is fiberglass, and because it's fiberglass, there is a lack of continuity when it comes to grounding and trying to pick up a radio signal, believe it or not. And so, built into the engineering, Chevy went through great lengths, it looks like, to figure out how to get the radio to work. And to do so, there's a bunch of noise and signal enhancing components in the car. So in the engine, there is a shielding that needs to be put onto the engine around the exhaust manifold and the spark plug area. And this helps to reduce the noise coming out of the engine to enhance the radio signal. Also, throughout the car are grounding straps. Because it's a fiberglass car, the benefits that an alloy car or a steel car has to enhance the radio signal. And so they have to build it in. But then last, everything runs through to the rear harness to where the antenna hooks up, and there's some grounding and connectivity back there as well. I haven't had a great chance to look at what that is since the car's been on the ground, but now that we have a lift, I've got the ability and the capability to put it up and check it out and see if I can fix it today. They all come together for a singular purpose. There might be some other benefits that I'm not explaining, but for a singular purpose, to enhance the radio signal, which I don't have. Well, for right now, it looks like the camera is stabilized a lot better. I'm not getting too much shaking that I can see. And then from this side, pretty solid. Time to downshift. Sound of a covered bridge. Could be. It makes sense.
You're almost 50 years to do it.
Because then you'll get.
I told you.
Okay, if you don't mind.
How much you want?
Okay, keep going. Okay, go ahead. Oh, Paul. Okay, underneath, if we look up to there. All right, so if we're looking up through here, you can see here's the attachment for the antenna, and there's some things disconnected. We're gonna try to go through this connection and see if we can get it hooked back up. Otherwise, everything else in the car is set up right, and maybe it's just a matter of the shielding and the noise reduction parts. Okay, so looking at the car underneath, we have the connection to the antenna. We have a grounding strap in place. Looks to be connected. There's an additional wire here that I don't see in any other diagrams. So we're going to see what we can do here. Okay, we've connected the antenna, and now we're going to start on the grounding strap replacement. This is the bag of the grounding straps, and it's going to be one of these that I use. I brought a bag of screws and bolts that I've taken off the car over the years of restoring it, and I've either restored the bolt or replaced the bolt as needed, but here's a bunch that I could probably use. Find a standard one that fits into the grounding strap that I need to replace. Okay, onto the grounding strap replacement. So this is it here. It has a bolt that I can use, but then it attaches to another part. So I'm just going to look at the diagram really quick and the assembly manual, and I'll come back and replace this finally. To take off this one, I'm going to use a 3/8. We're gonna pick out we're gonna pick out the one that most resembles it. Be one of these two. Go here. From there to there works just fine. All right. Now, something to note, the grounding strap has a flat side and then a side that's a little bit askewed because of the connection to the braided copper. If you want a flush contact, there it is. I see a lot that there are star washers, usually added. Let me see if I have. There we go. That should do the trick. All I'm doing is making sure that I've got the threads lined up. I don't want to strip this. This feels like it'd be very easy to strip, but that's true with all screws like this. All right, need the ratchet again. So I've got the wrong side, so we're gonna back it out. We're gonna go with the smaller side. Same thing. There we go. That looks better. All I did was flip to the other end. Every once in a while, you're gonna drop a tool. If not, always. All right, just a quick loosen. We try to set that better. Turn it back to lock. That's better. All right. Now we're going to go to this one with that side. This is going to be a 1/2. That nut is a little more compliant, easy to get off. All right, so I pulled it a little bit tight to get it from being a little bit lower of a profile than the frame. I don't like where it is. That's good news. So we've done it two things. We have connected the antenna and we've replaced this grounding strap. Let's lower and see if the radio works. Okay, we've got lowered, battery connected, turn on. Let's see if we can get anything out of here. There we go. All right, nothing so far. We're gonna completely lower it and get it and drive it and see if we can pick up anything. We're headed home and we're going to test out the radio to see if we had any progress with it. Hopefully it works. If not, then we'll figure out through forums or whatnot what else might be were the problem. But the antenna is now connected completely. There's a grounding strap in place that might need replaced. I'm not sure. It's definitely older. And then there's an extra wire. It seemed to be extra grounding or something that I decided just to hook up anyway to see if it helps out. And it's not really in the diagram, but what the heck, right? We're learning. So we're going to go through the bridge. Gotta love that. Turn on the radio. Static. Let's see if we can get anything that's not static. Want to pull the antenna further up or out. It is really low. Let's give it a chance. Let's give it a fighting chance. Can we get some tunes? That would be great. I'm gonna say no. Okay. But at least we got that part connected. Now we'll go home and check out the radio. I guess that's tune in next time where we figure out what's going on with the radio. Thanks for joining. And taking your time to spend some time with the Corvette experience. And if we didn't know, we just found out.